Good morning, everyone. This is Pisces on Fire, doing the 5-card tarot spread of the day. And before I even begin, let me tell you about the spread. This is a 5-card spread. So we have our base 5 cards and everything else is modifiers. This card here represents you, the individual. This card over here represents your current job. This card represents how you feel about your current job. This card way over here represents your current actions, your current job. And this card represents the final outcome. Now what we have in the position that represents you, the individual, is the Wheel of Fortune, covered by the 8 of Pentacles. This gives an individual who is, excuse me, who is something of a tradesman, like a bricklayer, a boilermaker, construction worker. You have the kind of job where it's feast or famine, and you very possibly could be working outside. You do a lot of physical activity with your job. When I say feast or famine, either you're working and you're making good money, or you're not working and you're struggling. Next up, we have the 2 of Swords for your current job. And like I say, you have the 2 of Swords underneath the 7 of Swords. And both of those cards are covered by the 6 of Wands. So what you do for work right now is something new to you. You acquired this new job through another individual telling an untruth about you in the workplace. And that individual got caught in their own trap, causing you to have some pretty good success. I feel like you're some type of metal worker, a boiler maker, and you could be a metallurgist. Moving on to slide number 3, how you feel about your current job. We have the 5 of Swords, the Hermit, and the 5 of Cups. There's a lot of 5s here, telling me that you don't really know, or maybe you don't really have any feelings for your current job yet. You don't have any feelings yet for your current job. No, that's not true either. You feel isolated by your job. You feel your job isolates you from others on various levels, in various ways. The 5 of Swords shows underhandedness and insensitivity in the workplace. Your work around people, you work around people that give off bad feelings, bad vibes. So you in turn, you become an emotional hermit at work. You distance yourself. There is an insensitivity on to the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is telling us you really do work around a bunch of buzzkills. And it may be starting to affect you in some manner. All I can say is, don't let them get you down. Power through. You're probably, despite the visual on these cards, You are probably the bright light at work. You know, you are the, see, right here, how the hermit is holding a light. I don't think you're the hermit. I think you're probably the bright light at work that your coworkers see and probably look for during the day. Moving on to slot number 4, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay? We have the Tower. We have the Queen of Swords. And the Moon. 2 major arcana fell into this slot. So this tells us that some of your actions, or all of your actions around this point in time, are pretty important. Excuse me. There's some serious importance that is attached to your actions. The Root card, the Nine of Pentacles, indicates that all of the hard work you've been doing is going to pay off. So I guess this card is telling you to keep on doing what you're doing. I look at this card with the squirrel and the bag over its head. And personally, to be honest, I don't like that visual. You working, and you're working and you don't know what your outcome is going to be at all, because you can't see what's going on. So you just keep at it. Next is the Tower. The Tower is change. If the scroll represents you, maybe the Tower represents the removal of the bag over the head of the squirrel, you. The Tower is revealing the truth. So your action so far is to stop being in denial about the work situation. Next up is the Queen of Cups. Look at this queen. Looking at this queen, I can see her saying, well, it's about time, with laughter in her voice. It's about time you took that darn mask off. So, someone is paying attention and they're watching what you do, paying attention to your actions. So, be good. Don't act up at the workplace. Don't act up at the workplace. Good behavior, covering everything, is the Moon. I don't know why I said good behavior, covering everything is the Moon. Maybe because the good behavior you see at work is very superficial. It may not be real. So, oh wow, after I say don't act up and be good at the job, I start to get a feeling like you're jumping to conclusions. No, you're not jumping to conclusions. This is your intuition kicking into gear. So follow your gut and listen to what you feel. Things are about to go down at your job. You may be there to see some fireworks go off, or some co-workers get caught in the act, get caught in the moonlight. Because remember, guys, light is light. Whether it be sunlight or moonlight, it still will show the truth. And finally, we have the outcome. And this is the Knight of Swords. I'm sorry about my voice. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm catching a cold. This is the Knight of Swords, underneath the Six of Swords. Both covered by... Well, wait a minute. Let me look at these cards. The outcome is the Knight of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Now look at all of these swords. The Knight of Swords shows you charging out of a situation, maybe into a situation. But I feel like you're leaving this job. You may be staying with the same company, but in a different location, or maybe working in a different division. The Six of Swords is about being at the battleground, but you are protected. But you are protected. The look on the guy's face that is steering the boat right here, and the devotion and the deep thought in the young lady's face is telling a story. The maiden has faith and knows that she is protected. She is using all of her senses except for her sight. The swords are protecting her. So she has no need to look. The guy, on the other hand, he's telling a completely opposite story. He is using all of his physicality, his physical gifts. And in using those gifts, he's in a state of panic, possible worry. But you see, she's cool and calm. So I feel like this card is saying, don't believe everything that you see. Now, moving on to the next card is the Four of Swords. This is a card of stasis and protection. So you're still being protected. The wolves and the swords are protecting our guy that is laying in the snow meditating. This card stands for a rest, a timeout after a mental battle. The Knight, this is rest and relaxation after a mental battle. You have to rest your mind. And not pay attention to what's going on around you. Know that you're protected and just keep doing what you do. Now moving on over everything in slot number 5. Oh my goodness, you guys. Whew. Oh my goodness. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Please excuse me. And this is an indication of slow, positive return. You receive your material rewards even though you have a very physical job. And it takes a lot of mental work. You have to use your mind and body to be successful in this position that you have. You have to use your mind and body. And you are going to find success and happiness through steadfast and patience. Through being steadfast and being patient. You have to know that your success and security is all waiting for you. But there's going to be a lot of people that are wanting to see you fail And they're trying many types of underhanded things to see that you fail. But all you have to do is just keep at it. Stay on your grind. And everything's going to work out for you because it's meant for you. This is Pisces on Fire Tarot, doing the 5-card tarot spread of the day. If this resonates with you, please let me know. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. If you'd like to have a more personal reading, you can reach me at piscesonfiretarot@gmail.com. You can also reach me at Pisces on Fire Tarot on the Facebook. In addition, I am on the Twitter at Sag in the Water. Everybody, please have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourselves. Keep it positive. Keep it moving. You're going to get your goodies in the end. You will be successful. You just have to work at it. The good things are coming to you. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye. Talk to you tomorrow.